And how do you feel about the Chinese occupation of Tibet? How does that make you feel?
Yes, ma'am.
Out. Yeah, go for it.
An interesting development happened after we finished filming in front of the consulate in LA. They contacted us and they wanted to meet us and talk to us.
No way. That would have been, walking into a trap, obviously, for everybody.
Do you think they can set us up into anything?
I don't know. They are capable of anything. I don't think they can set us up because, they would have to find some real pro-Chinese people here to work with them. And honestly, I think there's less and less of those. Right
No,
now.
those things are not, but regarding your film.
Regarding the film, there is
making
nothing
the
they can
film
do.
and
There is nothing they can do.
We are Chinese, but we're really glad to be able to make this film to see the perspective of Tibetans and their struggles.
My inspiration came from a movement in Tibet which is called Hakar. When we started this project, 25 people had self-immolated, and by the time I I got the crew together, I got some support from the community, it went up to 36. And when we shot this film, it was 42. And now when we are in post, it is 45.
The last day of shooting, we're gonna be in downtown LA, right?
We're going to try and make it quick. We just going to try and make sure we all get to the same page for the production.
We began with 3 clear phases in mind. One, we will try to do as much publicity through internet and set up a website, try to draw attention, get people to support. Second, we will do a solidarity Burning Man stunt in front of the Chinese consulate. Third, we'll make a short film and release that to the world. Now, the reason we wanted to shoot the climax of the film and also the solidarity event in front of the Chinese consulate was that these people who have burned themselves in real never reached the Chinese government officials, never reached the Chinese offices or the government. We wanted to take their message to the door of the Chinese government.
The saddest part is that the Western media have not shown this, what's happening to the general American public or to the Western public. I think this is because the Chinese government is so powerful that the Western governments do not want to offend the Chinese government by showing the reality.
The plight must be quite severe for people to be, giving up their lives, and that's quite admirable in some ways to be doing that in a situation where, there's no war involved. You're not being asked to go to voluntarily giving up your life for something you passionately believe in, and that's pretty
3 Alpha, take 1. Mark.
I've made your favorite dish.
Just trying to understand why someone would do that. Not why someone would do it, but how someone, I guess, gets the courage to do something like that is pretty. I mean, it's a pretty big thing, and it was something that Pam and I talked a lot about as he first asked me to be part of the project, and we were working through the script, and I mean, it's just such an amazingly huge gesture. It feels like just on a single person's, on the level of a single person, and even just as we've been working on it, the count of people who have done this in the name of the cause of the people of Tibet, it just keeps rising, and we here in the States know nothing of it. I mean, just in the time that we started, I think more than 10 people have self-immolated, and we hear nothing of it. You know, so it's I think it's a great thing that Pim was making this film to try to expose people to something that is happening, and it's really serious to them, and it's being completely overlooked.
Set.
Action. You guys believe in holy war?
Jihad?
I like the vibe. I mean, like everyone's all nice, and
Yeah.
I mean, like the story behind it's like.
Are you gonna be around tomorrow?
All the Tibetan guys, keep talking to her, okay? If she's looking away, hey, Kirata, da, da, da. Bring her.
I believe that any revolution in the world happens when ordinary people join hands together, make a point, take action. Governments and organizations, institutes can do a lot, but they can do within their constitution, within their rules and regulations. But when it is ordinary people who join hands, it is very organic, it is very alive, and they make changes. And we have seen this recently in Arab countries, you know, ordinary people rising up to make change in their country, and they have done it very successfully.
No, I think we set it up so everybody walks in from there. I'm walking in from here.
It's really interesting, and it's been really awesome being here on location with, you know, the people that the culture of the film. So it's been, you know, being immersed in it. It's been pretty cool.
All right, laugh.
Okay. Ready?
Dijan toro lobo zaire.
Chap it.
Do the next round, okay? If you have time, yes. If you don't have time,
Around it, so if we can just put like
okay. Thank you.
260 on it.
And then I had an interview with the director, the writer, and we were talking pretty much about the situation about Tibet, and I got just caught into that kind of thing because I'm very interested in Buddhism and all things that is related to Tibet, and I'm here.
The topic, the subject matter is very interesting. Had to do with the different religions, the different countries, you know, the Chinese, Tibetans, and just the interplay and the stereotypes and and the intrigues and what's really going on and the political agenda. So I think that's very intriguing. Hello, I'm Sarah Johnson. Where's the body?
It's inside.
Really? That far? I was. So the frame's
Are you familiar with the story?
Not too much.
Not too much?
A little bit about it.
Oh, perfect. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's something that needs to be said and spoken about, and I think a lot of people are regarding it and keeping it at home. Whereas, people's really making a scene of it, and we're hearing from the Chinese embassy, and it's just something that I think will really get people to pay more attention.
It's kind of sad to see what's going on now in their country. Even I feel so touched to see now it's getting like over 40 people get burned, fire themselves. So I think that China should realize that and should, how to say, to move out and give them like a freedom for them to have their own life.
But they were switched out when? They were switched out when we were lighting them. Okay, so do me a favor, as see if you can track one down. They have one. They have one, but we should be prepared. What if that one doesn't work? Okay. So see if you can track the other one down. So they're gonna be on.
When Hamas sent me the material about people self-immolizing themselves, and the material about China in Tibet and the peaceful protest, I couldn't say no. I was so shocked and moved, and I felt like if there was any way that I could help, I had to be a part of this.